road, headed to another hike. I'm going to meet Irish Daisy in Piedmont, and we have a shuttle driver that's going to take us to Glen campground. From there we will hike, I can't remember, it's 5.5 miles to wherever Shltr is. And we'll be meeting up with the other members of the group that we're hiking with. We're going to be taking an adventure, and it's been called The Path. If you're curious about what The Path is, if you get on the internet, go to greenhippies.com. I'll put it on the down here at the bottom of the screen. Go and read about The Path. It'll tell you exactly what it is, and rather than me trying to explain everything here while I'm trying to drive, I don't need to be doing that anyway, so I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great time. A little nervous about the amount of people that's going to be around, because I'm not used to hiking in a group this size. It's usually just Irish Daisy and me, so it's going to be interesting to see how things go. And me being such an introvert, I'm just that group setting is a little daunting for me, but I feel like once I'm in there, these are like-minded folks. These are guys and gals who like to be on the trail, out in the woods, loving nature, and I feel like it's just going to be a really blessed time for all of us. We'll see you later. Catch you down the trail. We just left Pine Glen, and we're headed toward Shltr, about 5 miles. Shouldn't be a hard walk. It's real pretty through here. As you can see, they've had I don't know if this was probably part of the prescribed burn. I'll show you more as we move along. Sweetwater Lake. I think we're about halfway to the Shltr. We've already found some chicken in the woods, so it's pretty exciting. That will go in tonight's pot supper. Well, we ought not be too far from the Shltr. Last time we looked, we were about 9/10. I know it's down at the bottom of in kind of a little ravine. We're headed back down now. We just had somebody coming southbound past us, and they said, "Hey, are y'all going to Shltr?" We said, "Yeah." I said, "There's a big group of people there." Like, "Yeah, we're gonna meet them." That's where we're headed. All right, there's the Shltr. I'll show you more when we get things set up. Yep, here we go. We're getting started out. We got our group. Had a great night at Shltr. I had my hammock over there. Here we go. Well, somehow we've managed to be ahead of the group, which shocks me, but we've arrived at Shoal Creek Church. We're going to go down here and maybe wait for the group to catch up. We are not what you would call fast hikers. I don't know how we got so far ahead unless they're talking, which is fine. They'll actually, toward the end of the day when we wear out, they'll be ahead. But that's okay. If we make it to the Shltr before then, we will go into gathering firewood, getting a fire started, that kind of thing. Everybody has to work together to do whatever is needed at the time to make this path hike successful. Lovely graveyard. I know the last time I came through here, I really enjoyed looking at the names and the dates. Such a pretty church too. And I'd love to attend a church that was in a building like this. No piano, everything's sung a cappella. Be awesome. Here comes a group. There they are. Coleman Lake. We are I think 2.5 away from the shelter we're going to stop at tonight in Choccolocco. Everything's been going great. The weather has been absolutely stunning. I've been walking by this little creek for a little bit. It's really, really nice. For the most part, we've broken off into small groups, but we aren't really that far apart. And when we break, everybody gets grouped back up pretty easily, and then it's just been working out fine. It's a what? Oh, a vole. Vole, yeah. Everything. I think I'll get off the trail. Lots and lots of interesting flowers and stuff out. I've been in a lot of these violets. They are really sweet and taste great. I've seen some mayapple and bloodroot and different mushrooms. There's some mayapple here. And someone pointed out some wild ginger. It's been fun. We're all learning from each other. That's kind of what it's about, learning to hike as a group and learn from each other and help each other. We got about a mile to the shelter. And another person in the group has already found 2 more rails. So we're kind of hoping when we get to the shelter, we can walk down to the creek is kind of downhill from that. And that area is a little moist and it might have some more rails. So we're hoping to get there and forage around and see, or any other mushroom, honestly. They're having a good time feeding from the land. Woohoo! We're almost to the shelter, probably like 2 tenths. We have to cross this levee here for this lake, and then the shelter's on the other side. I don't know how we've managed to still be the leader or out front in this group. We thought for sure we would be the ones bringing up the rear, but I don't know how that happened. It's all right. My feet sure do hurt. I grabbed some pine needles. I'm gonna have some pine needle tea.